says that whenever a new tech comes, it opens up new venues for contribution. See that large language models are helping managers as well as technical experts in all the fields, in all ways, to take away the routine work from them and focus on more creative contribution to generate solutions to the existing problems. So definitely it is an opportunity, and we can see so many examples that we see gaming, other venues opening where AI tools and even large language models and all new developments they are going to solve a lot of problems and so many venues for development and inclusion of all the classes of society. It can this we can see that virtual reality, AR, gaming, and all combined with the new developments in artificial intelligence, and they are developing so many solutions to agriculture, rural development, social management, and even administration. So I believe always an opportunity and not a threat that should be looked for. And I believe during this session, scholars will definitely shed some light and throw their ideas how this all technologies can be harnessed. So with that, I welcome all scholars to present their ideas and we'll leave on that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your ideas. Now I request Tausif sir to please share your ideas and give your knowledge with our students and research scholars.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Is my voice audible? Hello, hello. Guys, is the voice audible? Can you hear me?
So you're audible.
Thanks, sir. Okay, team. So, chalo, let's get started. I think we will have maybe 15 minutes of here. Now, let me, okay. It's real to connect with you guys, the upcoming generation wanting to get into the IT and do some buzz. Okay. And yes, some of you might be in your year, some might like maybe a year before, wherever. Now, as part of this 15 minutes or 20 minutes talk, let's focus on very key essentials on how you can build very successful career in the IT, the technologies. Okay. And like Professor said, yes, the variations will happen, and it has been happening in the past and it will continue to happen in the future. So the core ethics of success in this career remains the same. Okay. Adapting to the things, being ahead in the market, and that's how you guys build a pretty career for yourself. Okay. I'll tell you a few facts and then I think we'll start getting some value session. First of all, I spent 13 years in the IT industry. Okay. So 1 3 13, I started with regular development and want to become a medical lead, then architect, and right now I'm the head of G, and currently I'm leading 50-member team. Okay. In banking and multiple other things like gaming, banking, pay related. Now, I'll keep things very whatever is around in the world, let's say AI and new working and stuff like that. So there is one thing, what, how you can actually master things. Okay, you need to focus about your strengths. There is no need to worry about whether you will be able to do or adapt to this or not. Okay, you need to understand where the world is going, then take your capability and put it in a direction. How is urgent? You need to switch now. Even it goes over in the next few years, future. The things still for bigger change, for example, Chat GPT and Git Copilot a lot of AI paired programming has to do on a basis. Like for the past, I've seen like years. Whatever coding people used to do on a basis. Right now, it is observed that day's work be finished in 1 hour. This AI providers, AI pair, okay, which are GPs for their IDs, which is really speeding up things. Now, the point, if you are dumb, you would be able to reach with this environment. So, what is required? You have to think. You master so many things in the next. Okay, you will master so many things in the next coming 2 years. There will be a very big difference between you versus, let's say, your friends. Why? Because those who can keep learning on a continuous basis, applying, practicing, thinking, these guys will go way faster in their careers versus those who are not ready to put efforts. So you need to understand. Maybe, yes, as soon as you complete your college, you got into the IT jobs and all. But if you are not learning month on month, keeping an eye where the world is trending, where the market is trending, what is the new things in market, and not practicing that on a regular basis, in a very short period of time, you will become outdated. Okay, why? Because the job roles might change. Okay, the way the people work might change. And the point is, if you don't change accordingly, market is really going to be tough for you. So my first conclusion out of this talk is, yes, it is such, and in future also it will be. So accept things will change. New and new things will come, new models will come. The world has always been like that. But what you can do in this, you cannot change the circumstances. We cannot push the change back. But what we can do is we can plan our efforts in order to learn these things. So my simple suggestions will be, guys, on a regular basis. I would suggest from your current student level itself, weekly basis, spend at least 1 hour on surfing the internet to see what the new trends are happening in the industry. Okay, maybe subscribe to any YouTube channels or blogs which are posting about the new trends, and weekly 1 hour you dedicate in just being aware of what's happening in the world. With the power of technology, you don't need to depend on anybody, not on me, not on your friends, not on anybody in the world. You can just go to internet, check what are the new things happening, what are people doing, and accordingly you have to plan your actions, what I should learn, what I should grow. This is how it is, and it will be a very simple journey. If you are able to learn, let me promise this to you, if weekly you spend 1 hour in figuring out what are the new things happening, then learning, working on that, you will automatically be far better in the next coming 1 year, 2 years compared to any other person. Why? Because knowledge and application of that knowledge will always be rewarded. Okay? Now, let me tell you some basics by which getting in the IT industry is going to be very easy for you guys. Okay, so simple 5 things you just master, because these are the 5 things which I have been interviewing since past 8 years now. Okay, I have interviewed a lot of people. We have hired interns, we have hired people across front-end development, back-end development, database, DBAs, okay, next DevOps related role, architect related roles. So I've interviewed a lot of people, a lot of areas. Now let me tell you, there is struggle even with working professionals having the right knowledge versus even freshers not having that knowledge. One side, people say, give me the job, and I'll tell you, 80% of the market is not ready to job. Now, that's the hard truth. Whether you want to accept or not, that's not going to change. 80% of the market is not ready. If I interview, recently we did this 3 months ago, we interviewed 300 people. Out of 305 people were only good. And that was not expert level good. That was just 70% good. Now you can imagine, just be aware, whatever happening right now, layoffs happening, recession happening, and because of that, there are people in the market, and next there are new people coming every year from multiple colleges across the country. Just be part of crowd. And let me tell you, 80% of the crowd is not good. That means you have a big chance. If you really become good, you will belong in that top 20 and the market is them. If you stay part of this crap, which the world does not want, will have a suffering curve for you. Now, what I would like to suggest you people, and basically for freshers, this is the real problem in industry. During interviews, observe freshers are cheating, they're copying. And now let me tell you, that kind of future is not going to be rewarding. Because as soon as you cheat, as soon as you copy, it knows you don't know anything. And when you don't know, basically you are useless for the industry. So we want you to be thoughtful. You should be able to think. You should be able to add value to like the company, to the projects. And how you can do this if you really have the knowledge. Now let me tell you just 5 areas, and then I will hand it over to back to Jaya Kumari ma'am. Just 5 things, guys, you start working on right from today onwards. Just 5 things. Okay, doesn't matter whether you're getting opportunity. You can do it independently, just using it. You don't need anybody to master these things. Just internet and you. 5 things. Focus on this, and automatically you succeed like 10 times faster than your friends and the other peers. 5, just master this. Okay. First, choose the technology in which you want to build your career. Right now itself, you have to make that decision. Whether you want to be in front end, back end, or this AIs and let's say M world, or data science related world, or dedicated world, take a choice around itself. Okay. Now, second, start learning the core concept of this. What are the core concepts, like whatever it is, and try to get more practical, get theoretical understanding of how it works, keep doing practical implementations to understand it. So that is the first step. Choose a domain where you want to go and build a career into. You can even go to Google, research about it, which domains, how many openings are being coming like on a weekly basis. Just spend time on Naukri and Glassdoor and the websites, Indeed, and just see how many job openings are there, which package they are offering for those kind of roles. So you can make a decision accordingly what stream you should take. Everything self-sufficient, you don't have to ask anybody. So by that way, choose your domain. Okay. Second step, guys, learn the core concepts of this, theoretically as well as practically. Okay. Now the next third step, guys, okay, you need to know how this technology is used and implemented in the real-time industry. That is a major gap. People complete their college and they don't know anything about the real world, how projects happen and how things are. And that's a sad truth. Okay. Such kind of people take a lot of time to adapt to the industry ways. If you can learn that right now itself, okay, know this concept, this technology, but in the projects, how it is applied. And you might be like, how do we know such things? Guys, you need to be along with the way the world is shaping it. LinkedIn, amazing platform, all the professionals are there. I would highly recommend the second tip, the first tip which gave the weekly basis, spend 1 hour, learn the trends, become self-sufficient to walk through those trends. Okay. The second tip which I am saying, weekly spend 1 to 2 hours of time on LinkedIn, connecting with real working professionals and make friends, talk to them, ask questions. What is the future of the technology? How implementing in the project? Make them real friends. By that way, you will know what's happening in the IT industry. And accordingly, whatever information you collect, you need to start it practical. So that is 2 things. First, core concepts should learn. Second, connect LinkedIn professionals, know how things are actually happening in the industry, and implement that aspect of our life as well. The second thing. Okay. Now the third thing, guys, if you are really trying to be in a programming world, so you have to be good coders. And sad truth is, even after seeing colleges, we have seen many people not able to code. Okay, simple basic string manipulations, array manipulations, even that you guys are not able to do. The future is pretty tough. We're talking about AIs, we are talking about a lot of automation stuff. If you do basic things, to be able to do big things. Jumping palindrome exam, just looking here and doing it doesn't make you good at all. Prepare for worst future. If you are not good, do not care about you anymore. Repeat that. If you are not good, you will be outdated, you will be outdated, you will not have opportunities. The only way to succeed is your growth. And that doesn't come cheating, that with crying, complaining, blaming. It comes with actually learning and becoming good. Right? So this is what I would say. Start practicing coding right now. Don't let your friends, faculties or any written coding assignment. Think, start putting things. There are a lot of websites available which will give you best practice. Just Google some top websites to think. You get 10 websites, 15 websites. Daily spend time doing coding. A skill which you can learn only by doing. Learning about. You have to do it. Question. Try to put something. Mistakes. Start curve. By the time you come to college, you will act good code. And that's the unfortunate situation. Not many fresh code. Okay, are leading to forward. Otherwise, a lot of time and every will get in IT, get a good job, make a lot of. Honestly, that's not true. Many will struggle years and they will switch other industry because I put it need smart people, it's good people. I've seen years in industry. Forget about guys, even professional. Unfortunately, I had in my career because they become burden on the system because they're able to cope up and value to the system. Such people are useless. Now I tell you, if you want success in this career and in this industry, it is really hard, but you have to work a day to get there. Come good, belong in 20%. So percent is scrap. Is the top what the actual team and the GMP part of this GT. The beautiful amazing. Okay, packages. Now I tell you real figure. I know packages. People earning 60 lakhs a year. People earning X a year. I'm not talking big CEOs. I'm talking like people of my experience. Years, 50 years industry, 80 lakhs a year. That's started earning 50 lakhs long time ago. Figures. Money is there in the industry. Money there in the industry. But to be good to be able to get. And nobody is going to give it in a single silver platter. Life is amazing. Life is full of opportunities. You have to get it. So that's the third. Learn coding. I'm really good in that. And guys, next I will close with this last and then we will hand over. You have a logical brain. When a problem is given, you know how to solve it. You cannot be stuck. You cannot, what should I do now? You need to know how to solve problem, regardless of what problem is, regardless of what technology is coming in, and you need to develop a brain which can see a problem, stand it, process it, come up with solutions, implementations, or analyze working, what's working, change the solutions, and to the conclusion. You need to have that kind of mind which does it, and it will not by itself. The mind cannot become that just by itself. It is something which people just born with. You have to develop that. Okay, you have to do that. Actually, spend time in lot thinking, looking at the problem, analyze the problem, to solve it, and then making in the journey. So you started with the smarter your brain will become. Life is not about tasting cheap. It is actually be strong and capable to this dynamic world. Always. But if you learn this, now how do you logical? I'll give you a simple way of doing it, guys. It's not hard. Simple. How do you grow logical thinking? Project development. Now you might be able to do real project development. I don't know that. You can just figure it out. How? Real world, which the website, real world applications. Website which on a daily basis. Now I'm telling you how actual time project like this management, that management reasons, real projects. Pick a website which on a daily basis. It could be for YouTube and it could be platforms. Okay. Now just take the site, write down 10 personalities. Okay, these personalities which in that website. Just simply using the technology which you know, how will you actually build all 10 features? One by one, make a feature, understand, analyze, how you can only build it and then implementing that. You will make mistakes. What is growing smart mind? You will make mistakes. Learn from mistakes. Go back to ChatGPT. Try to solve errors. Then thing will eventually work, because that's a human being. As long as you will get the vision and then implement in code and functionality and repeat the 10 functionalities. What will happen? You will be able to build time project with functionality which you alone and with the IT standards. And that's what connect with LinkedIn professional. Ask them okay, how technology is implemented in real world, and you also implement that this in the next 6 months. And not because you will get a brain, you will be able to solve your own project that will give confidence. Then when you are interview and to the industry, you are actually a smart person. This is what learn concept, see how it is implemented in the process. Okay, learn good code, real projects by yourself. Okay, and the last one, guys, community. You need to know to explain this knowledge in interviews. That's unfortunate truth. Asking questions like freshers and majority of them able to speak like two words, only two, and I don't know what to speak. If you cannot communicate about fluency, if you understand what I'm saying, what I'm asking you to do, if you convince me some idea you have in you, going to work day-to-day basis. I'm leading a member team in the industry right now. I work with people who cannot express themselves out. I cannot read minds. I don't have magic. You have plain things. Then and then when I respond back with something you understand, that is basic question. All the knowledge, have all the which you do, you have to know properly. Fifth, in the next 6 months, okay, so this 5 dedicatedly in the months you get in market within a very short time, you guys, and from there it just becomes a learning on learning, keep growing, just reach out till the end. In will be far ahead in your career compared of whoever that is. Will take some time, but if you are consistent, you will be rewarded. Okay, so this is what share and make the most. If it with me on LinkedIn, you can ask me questions. My name is Tausif. So at the Tausif, by that any interested like or reach out to other people. I'm not just saying reach to valid people on LinkedIn. Maybe for people who are from your own college, already working in the industry. Search them on LinkedIn, connect with them from your same. Can you guide me and make friends with professionals? Last thing, Jayman, can I have one more here just for
Yes,
like 2 minutes,
can.
or is it time?
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, okay, thanks. Just for 2 minutes, and guys, this is important. Okay, if you are this friend circle is this, there is a problem. Okay? Don't out with losers, minded, blame and complaining, excuse giving people. Okay, if your friends are ask them to change. If you are right, you should change. Blame, excuse, complaints, that is going to destroy your life. Be successful in it. If you're blaming, giving is complaining, crying about situations, it has always you are right now, okay, chat GPT and people are smart. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, code came, jobs were not there. 2008, state jobs were not there, campus hiring was not happening. 2008, 1990, 2000, bubble came, were not there. You go back in the last century, Great Depression was potential market were not there. You need to understand that's the word session always be changed and will continue to happen next 100 years. The thing is, you are good, you will get it. You have to just be good. So avoid hanging out with these who don't have confidence on themselves. who are life, and you are like how you engage with this 4 hours in learning contribution. That is the game changer. And you don't need to give you way or stop you. It's come up to you. You can make your way to this planet. Oh, I have lived my life in the industry. It has been ups and downs, but avoid relate losers, negative people, excuse giving people. Don't maintain any relationships with them. Doesn't matter who. Focus on your growth, right attitude, learn daily, growing, upgrading daily, and move forward in the industry. And you will be there always. Make way through the planet. You have to do it. For doesn't happen by. Okay. So that's it, Kumari ma'am. You can take it over. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.